Hello class, this is Miss Slaughter and we're back with another reading video. So today we will be reading a book called Critters of the Urban Wilderness. Most of us have seen squirrels in city parks and backyards. If asked to name the most common bird, most people would say it's the pigeon. People have been used to seeing squirrels and pigeons for a long time. However, many people have yet to make the acquaintance of the other shy creatures that live with us in our urban world. These shy creatures are more often found in the country, but they can now be found in cities too. Many people have been moving out of the city and into the home territories of all sorts of wild animals. As a result, some wild animals have been moving into the city. As the countryside gets built up, there is less food for the animals that live there. So it's logical that some animals have moved to the cities where they often live in city parks. In a way, these creatures are changing city parks into tiny wildlife areas. Many people are surprised to learn that raccoons, red foxes, barn owls, and even skunks sometimes live in big cities. They expect wild animals to be afraid of human beings. But as it turns out, a park is the perfect place for a skunk. There it can keeps itself among the bushes and the trees. A skunk is an excitable creature. It is black with white stripes down its back. Skunks hunt for small animals such as mice and also eat birds, bird eggs, insects, and certain kinds of plants. A skunk would prefer to have nothing to do with people. It can give off a strong smell when it feels danger is around. The skunk squirts a spray from the glands under its tail. This spray can make people's eyes tear and even make people choke. People and animals who have met skunks have learned to stay away from them. At night in the suburbs, people often hear sounds of garbage can being knocked over. Now, this sound can also be heard on some city streets. The raids on garbage cans are the works of raccoons. These creatures are scrounging around for food. Because they can eat almost anything, raccoons are well suited for city living. A raw onion seems to be the only thing that a raccoon will not eat. When they are not scrounging around in the garbage, raccoons hunt for mice and insects. Raccoons are known to be fearless in their search for food. They often roam into backyards and will come right up on the porch or deck. They may look wistfully into the window and can seem like they are eavesdropping on the people inside. There have even been reports of raccoons coming down chimneys. Oh my goodness. Look at them looking in the window. Imagine seeing that. Wow. Some people look sympathetically upon the raccoon's clever attempts to find food for itself and its young. Many people, however, do not enjoy the raccoon's eavesdroppings. Even though raccoons are cute animals, people should not go near them because they can get very excited. Raccoons will bite people who bother them or try to pet them. While a raccoon bites itself is not very dangerous, many raccoons can carry diseases that can make people sick. So if you see a raccoon eating your garbage or looking in your window, stay away from it. Every now and then, people report seeing a red fox in the city. This creature, with its beautiful reddish-brown fur, is a member of the dog family. It is not a social animal, however. Once it sets up a small area in which to live, it will defend this area against other foxes. Foxes are swift runners and have learned to stay away from people. A city person lucky enough to see this critter might gaze wistfully at the sight. Although the red fox is the most common type of fox, it is not often seen in the city. I actually saw a red fox the other day, guys. It's kind of crazy. In recent years, falcons have been setting up homes in big cities. They have built their nest on ledges of the upper floors of skyscrapers. For the falcon, the skyscraper walls take the place of cliffs and mountains. The space between the tall buildings must remind them of canyons. Other falcons choose to live on top of the bridge's towers. The falcon's high nesting places serve as excellent lookouts. The falcons sit there and watch for prey to pass by down below. Falcons are excellent hunters. They have large, powerful wings and are wonderful flyers. Some falcons have been known to fly at almost 200 miles per hour. Jesus! While swooping down to catch their prey. Falcons feed on smaller birds. The pigeon is their favorite food. Wow. The fact that there are so many pigeons in this city is one reason that falcons choose to live there. In fact, falcons have hunted pigeons for hundreds of years in other parts of the world. There goes the falcon chasing the pigeon. Some city people love pigeons. Some even raise pigeons on rooftops. Others, however, think that there are too many pigeons in the city. These people don't get upset at the thought of a pigeon that is about to become some falcon's dinner. Indeed, they never want to see a falcon go hungry. Pigeons do not seem to be afraid of people. Have you ever been sitting in the park having a snack when you become surrounded by a group of hungry birds? Pigeons like to eat so much that they are not afraid to come near people. You should not feed them, however. The more you feed them, the braver they become. A hungry pigeon might even take the food right out of your hand. Wow. At night, the pale form of a barn owl can sometimes be seen flying silently over the city rooftops. While flying, the barn owl is usually quiet because of its soft, fluffy feathers. The barn owl hunts each night for mice and rats and sleeps during the daytime. Therefore, the barn owl is called a nocturnal animal. In the country, barn owls often live in barns. That's why they are called barn owls. In the city, however, these owls can be found living under highway overpasses and bridges. Perhaps owls that live in the city should be called bridge owls. For now, it seems that people will continue to move to the country to escape the busy life of the city. For this reason, we can expect to see more and more wild animals showing up in our cities. We will have to learn to live with them. People must learn to respect these animals. They are not tame and can harm someone who bothers them. Leaving these creatures alone will allow them to play their part in the circle of life. The end. So, guys, which of these animals have you seen before? I know I've seen all of them, actually. The only one I haven't seen in Charlotte is an owl, unless I've gone to like a zoo, but I haven't seen an owl just out in the city. But go ahead, talk about that with your family. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I will see you here next time. Bye.